I've been tagged by Victoria H. It's the 5-question gardener's tag. So if you want to hear my answers, keep watching. Welcome to This and That with Denise Jordan. I teach women how to make wise home health and beauty decisions so there's less chaos in their homes, they lead healthier lives, and they feel beautiful from the inside out. And if you're new to my channel and you want to learn more about running a household and gardening, then subscribe. We have lots of fun over here, and I like to do videos that show people how to clean and cook and do laundry, gardening, and all that kind of housewife kind of stuff. And even if you're not married, but you're running a house, you're married to the house. So subscribe. I would love to have you as a part of the TNT community, but certainly check out the show notes in the description box below, because I'll have links there that lead you to some of my favorite gardening and housekeeping solutions. And these are affiliate links, so they do help support the channel. So thank you very much if you should click on them. Okay, let's jump into the tag. The first question is, why do you garden? And I just enjoy it. I think there is just something so therapeutic about digging in the dirt. To start with nothing and watch flowers or plants grow, I think it's amazing. I think it brings us back to nature, back to the beginning, and it is just nice to see the beauty that God has given us, and we're reminded of it every day when you're out in your garden. Question number 2, why do you YouTube? I think YouTube is just fun. When I did my first video, I had such a great time. It's just fun, and it's also therapeutic for me as well, because it gives me something to focus on during the day and for the week. I plan out my different videos or chats or whatever. It's a way for me to connect with others, and it's also a way for me to sneak in healthcare information that I might not be able to dispense or disperse otherwise. So it's a way to bring your message to the world. YouTube is certainly a platform, and if it's used wisely, can be a very important one to share your message. So if you want to live out loud, you got a message to share, you want to stake your claim, as Brian Johnson says, YouTube is a way to do that. You can certainly be a social influencer with YouTube. Number 3, how long have you been gardening? I think I've been gardening pretty much most of my life. When I was a kid, you know, you do the little gardening thing in school. You bring home the flower in the cup or whatever. But I think I really started gardening when I was an adult and I was married and we had our own home. And I would always try to grow flowers. And we had dogs and cats in the whole 9 yards with the 3 children. And the dogs would always dig it up. I'd put a fence around it, the dogs would dig it up. Or my husband would cut it down when he was cutting the grass or whatever. So I always tried, but I wasn't always as successful as I would have liked to have been. Now that we're more settled in this home, we've been here 20 years, if not longer, I'm able to garden, and he and I have kind of figured out what's what and where boundaries are, and I am able to grow a nice little garden. I try not to invade his space too much, not things out in the middle of the yard, so it makes it difficult for him to have to mow around. But I'm able to put in a nice little garden, and I certainly enjoy that. So I guess I've been doing it at least for 30 years, if not longer. What do you grow? I mostly grow flowers. From time to time, I've tried to grow veggies. Like I'll grow red and yellow bell peppers. I'll grow tomatoes. And every now and then my husband will throw some watermelon seeds or zucchini seeds or strawberry seeds out in my flower garden. He thinks it's funny to watch these unusual things grow and find me scratching my head trying to figure out, what is that? But I mostly grow flowers. And I tell you what, there's a line from a book, What Looks Like Crazy on an Ordinary Day, and the book is by Pearl Cleage. And in that book, she said, all women should be able to cook good food and grow flowers. food to nourish the body and flowers to nourish the soul. And I have embraced that. I cook for my family, but the flowers are for me. And it's just so rewarding to look out there and see a nice tall sunflower or a little small viola, or just, I don't know, just something bright and colorful. And to see the birds that come. I love to attract birds, so what I tend to grow is a bird and butterfly garden, and I just enjoy watching them out there. So that's another reason why I grow flowers, is because I want to see nature come to my door. And what is your favorite thing to grow? Well, as I already said, flowers. Flowers are my favorite thing to grow because I enjoy bringing nature to my doorstep. And sometimes the hubby and I will just sit out there on the patio and we'll just kind of look at the flowers and watch the different birds and things come up. Or we'll look out the window and we'll watch the birds and the squirrels and the chipmunks and that kind of thing running around the yard. Now the rabbits, I'm going to do without, but they're there. So that is the 5 questions that I needed to answer. Question 1, why do you garden? Question 2, why do you do YouTube? Question 3, how long have you been gardening? Question 4, what do you grow? And question 5, what is your favorite thing to grow? So there are the 5 questions. So now it's time for me to tag someone else. So I am going to give a shout out and tag to Jean E. She has a lovely garden and she follows me and makes frequent comments about my gardening videos. I'm also going to tag Grandma Sandy and then Florentine Tees, because again, they have gardens too, and then they always follow me with my garden. And then Sandy's Travels and Gardening Adventures. She has a huge garden and I really enjoy watching her garden. Lisa at Sutton's Days. She is a big homesteader and canner and that kind of thing, so she's always canning and preserving food, so she's got some gardens growing so that she can can some stuff. So her. Around the House with Cheryl, I love looking at her garden as well. I also want to tag Chicken Hughes. She's here in Indiana as well, and she raises chickens, but she also has a garden, and I'm always interested in what she's doing with her garden and then the different ways she puts up and cans or preserves food. So I think you'll be interested in her channel as well. And then I want to give just shout outs to 3 people. One of the shout outs I want to give is to a channel that I just discovered, and it's called The Organized Soprano. She is as cute as a button, and she does organizing and cleaning and also sings. So I think you might enjoy her. The other one is Miss V. She's my YouTube sister that I just met when I started This and That with Denise Jordan. And she just seems to be the sweetest, kindest person, always being very supportive of others. So shout out to Miss V. And then a shout out to Sanal. She's another YouTube sister that I've met. And the 3 of us are really working to grow our channels, and she's also another just really kind and sweet person. So I want you to check out their channels. So I will link the channels below that I tagged, as well as the 3 channels that I'm giving shout outs to. Now, just so you know, I've raised 3 children. I've managed a home for more than 45 years, and I'm a nurse by profession. So if you want to learn more about running a household, cooking, cleaning, laundry, planning, health and beauty, and gardening, subscribe. I would love to have you as a member of the TNT community. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying goodbye. And if you're a gardener and I forgot to mention you, tag, you're it.